These two low-carb pickles are the perfect addition to your diabetic and pre-diabetic meal plan. They're delicious. They're easy. I'm Dietitian Shelly. Let's get started. In today's video, I am bringing you the best diabetic dill pickle recipe. Y'all, this is delicious. You're never going to buy them dill pickles at the store again because I'm going to show you how to make this. It's amazing. It's delicious. Grab your pen and paper. Let's go. So the first thing we're going to do, grab your mason jars. I have big ones around the house. Don't panic over this. You're going to use what you have. If you find big ones, use big ones. If you find small ones, use small ones. And then we're going to grab that onion. I have half an onion here and I'm going to slice it very thin. Now, these are the questions that I'm going to get. Can I use red peppers? Can I use this? Can I use that? The simple answer, please. Absolutely. I want this to work for you and your family. So please, gang, use what you have. Make this fun. I mean, I can't stress that enough to everybody. And if you're wondering who I am, my name is Dietitian Shelly. I run a private practice during the day. I work with folks with weight loss, with a focus on lowering blood sugars, hormone control. And be sure to subscribe to this channel because I give some fun tips. Take those cucumbers there. We have one. We're going to slice it into a coin cut. One of these cucumbers, 30 calories, 6 grams of carbs, 2 grams of fiber for a total of 4 net carbs. Because you know what, gang? I just don't eat one pickle. I eat a lot. So after that's all cut up, you're going to combine that in your jar. Now, don't panic if it all doesn't fit, because obviously you can see as I'm loading this up in this jar, it's not fitting. And then at the top of it, you're going to add 2 tablespoons of garlic. I'm lazy. I'll be the first to admit. Actually, no, I'm not lazy. I'm just very strategic with my time. Why cut it up when I can buy it in the jar already cut? And I know there's going to be somebody out there who's going to fuss and go on and fuss, baby, because I'm just not going to change my ways. So you can cry and scream. I'm just not going to change it. Now, transitioning over, put that aside. I have in a measuring cup, a half cup of water, and I'm going to add to it a half cup of my rice vinegar. You can see that I got this at the good old Kroger. Add to it a half a teaspoon of your Redmond real salt and about a 4th teaspoon of Swerve. So Swerve is made from select ingredients from different fruits and vegetables. So it's 0 calorie, it's non-GMO, it is absolutely awesome. But the only thing I disagree with Swerve and a lot of our other sugar replacers, be it you use allulose, be it you use monk fruit, is that I don't measure cup for cup. I feel like it gives an aftertaste when it does that. And I'm gonna do a video down the road on how to cook with sugar replacers because we make a lot of mistakes. But I encourage you to use half the amount. So if you use a cup of sugar, use a cup of Swerve. Or if the recipe calls for a cup of Swerve, use half a cup. It's really gonna make a difference in that taste. Little surprise for y'all, gang. I have been growing a garden. So this is downstairs in my garage. So garages are not clean. They're not perfect. So just deal. I have 2 kids. There's junk everywhere. I'm trying at this. I wish I could say my first round with growing herbs went wonderful. You can kind of see it's a little lackluster, but the dill did take. We take that dill, we're gonna wash it, we're gonna throw it in that jar. And because I use the measuring cup, we are just gonna pour that liquid mixture over the top of it. You know, this is so easy. We're just going to close that jar, give it a good shake. And if you missed a little bit of the ingredients, no worries. Scroll in that description box. And gang, I'm Dietitian Shelly. Much love to you all. Be sure to like this video and subscribe. Hey y'all. I'm going to show you how to make the best diabetic-friendly bread and butter pickles. I promise they're delicious, they don't have an aftertaste, and you never tasted anything like this. Dive in headfirst into these ingredients. We have these baby mini cucumbers. Love these. Found these at the Kroger. They are amazing. Perfect for this recipe. And of course, we have an onion. I love onion in my pickles. This is optional. You do not have to use an onion. Got a little salt, a little bit of vinegar. We got some apple cider vinegar, and of course our granular and brown sugar Swerve. I know y'all see great value. I know y'all see simple truth. So guess what? The Walmart, the Kroger, and the Drug Emporium is where you're gonna find this. My silly self forgot to mention celery salt. I love this stuff. It adds that zing. But I'm ready to dive in. I wanna make some pickles, and guess what? I wanna eat the whole dang jar. So we're gonna take those cucumbers, cut them up. I like to do something called a coin cut, a medium raw cucumber. Now these are baby cucumbers, but a medium or regular raw cucumber. 30 calories, 6 grams of carbs, 2 grams of fiber. So that's going to give us 4 net carbs. I love a cucumber. We love cucumbers in this kitchen. And why then are we doing a diabetic friendly bread and butter pickle? Well, I've done some research and, from Vlasic to all those, bread and butter pickles are typically in a coin cut. And as little as 3 of those can have upwards of 5 grams of carbs. And I'm gonna be honest, pickles is one of those things that I eat out the jar. I drink pickle juice. Let me know in the comments section if you the same. I need this to be lower carb. So as we cut our cucumbers, throw them in that jar. I have a big, huge jar. It doesn't matter the size of the jar. And then again, I love to add onion to it. I feel like it just adds this very zing feel. I love to take the pickled onions and put them on my low carb burgers, of course. This is purely optional, but I highly suggest it because the flavor quality, it's just gonna make you dance and sing and clasp your pearls, boo. Grab yourself a bowl, one that's safe to use in the microwave, which most of us have nowadays. And we're gonna add to this a 4th cup of our granular swerve. And you can kind of see that mine got a little bit hard. Don't throw this away if this happens. There is talk that says that, hey, you can microwave it on 10 to 30 second increments and it will help break it down and make it easy to use. But y'all, I mean, if you lose your cool over this, come on. Like, oh, what? Just use as is. Just use as is. We're going to add 1/4 of a cup of our brown sugar swerve. Now, this will make the brine or the liquid dark. That's not a big deal. That is not the end of the world. Add your 1/2 cup of your white vinegar. I know y'all see that, great value. Now, this recipe called for a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. I have not quite a 1/4 of a cup, so I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do at the end. And then a little bit of our Redmond real salt, approximately 1/2 of a teaspoon, and about 1/2 of a teaspoon of our celery salt. You're gonna combine this. I use a fork. I'm not fancy. You all know this by now. I mean, my kitchen is old. Some of y'all will tell me things like, do this to your kitchen, do that. I'm like, boo, I don't know if that would even ever work. So no, I'm not getting, marble countertops or whatever the hot, sexy thing is to do right now. It's just not going to happen. We microwaved it for a minute. We're going to remove it, whisk it with our fork. Because again, I don't do fancy stuff, but I like this fancy little trick. I'm going to take the contents of that bowl and pour it in my measuring cup. And then I'm going to pour it on top of my mixture. Now, don't panic. The entire mixture is not covered. I'm going to take what's left of the white vinegar. Again, this looks like it's about 1/4 of a cup, and I'm going to cover it. I'm going to seal it. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a shake, and all we need to do is refrigerate this overnight. This is not a whole 3-week process. I don't have time for that. I want my pickles now. If you want the exact recipe, scroll in the description box. And as always, gang, Dietitian Shelly here. Subscribe if you're looking for more low-carb, diabetic-friendly recipes. Thank you.